I can take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces, and then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And then only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the woman you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. What's poppin'? What's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? This is, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be a short show today, only like an hour. It's a late night stream, only an hour, because I got a lot of stuff I gotta do. But you know, I gotta spit this heavy game. So shout out to my lovely lady, April MC, in the building. Shout out to Tori, Nemo, Armani, Jay Bizzle, Wicked Scorpion, my dude Rakim in the building. What's popping with ya? Shout out to Dax a Million, Steve-O Baby, Gucci Trap. What's going on with ya? Shout out to who else we got up in here? Money Mitch in the building. Jaybird got game in the building. Who else we got up in here? Clever's in the building. Hamza's in the building. What's good? June Sports is up in here. Frankie Shy. What's good with ya? Kid Frankie in the building. What's popping with ya, man? Kobe Lean is up in here. Jimmy Lionel. What's good with ya? Who else we got up in here? Who They Official in the building. Chris, what's going on? Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. Joe Blast is in the building. Shout out to you, Cardio King, beloved. Man, a lot of y'all out here on the late night tip, man. On the late night tip, getting it cracking. So guys, before we get into all of the craziness, man, remember guys, make sure that you guys go to this website. Let me pull it up here real quick. Y'all already know what it is. So make sure you guys go to CunninghamElements.com to get the Masculine Identity Soap. Get the shea butter, get the parfum, get all of that at shoplocario.com. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys go to there and get that cracking. Also, to Cunningham Elements, but also make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com so that you guys can get your online dating consultations.
Do it!
You understand what I'm saying?
Just do it!
Get your online dating consultation, the massive game collection, master the vetting process. Also get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, ebook, audiobook, and all the other stuff. Make sure you guys go to shoplocario.com and get that cracking. Also, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com to join the Bad Boy membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Also, make sure that you guys go to MasculineIdentityMembership.com to join Miles on the Masculine Identity Membership so that you guys can get on the Zoom calls every Monday. And also make sure that you guys go here to Patreon.com /Mr. Locario. Get that shit going. So go to Patreon.com to join the Patreon, to get that going, get that cracking, because we do the Bad Boy show every week. We talk about current events, and We spit some heavy game on Patreon that you probably won't even see on on YouTube, because we get deeper in the Patreon. So make sure you guys do that and get that going. All right. So now let's jump into today, man. Today we're talking about, how much women love dick. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I'm going to show y'all a video real quick of this lady. She did like this video I saw on Instagram earlier, and I was like, oh, we got to talk about this on the show, because basically what she is talking about is how a lot of you guys don't realize how much women actually love sex. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, like a lot of guys don't understand this or don't know this. But let me pull this up real quick, because we're about to get into this real quick. Let me pull this up, because we got to talk about this. Hold on, wait. She's already talking. Hold on. Let me adjust this how I need to adjust it. Hold on. Let me adjust it the right way. Let me get that cracking. Okay, there we go. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, start it, stop it. We're going to be going into this, and we're going to talk about what she's talking about, and we're going to break this down. Okay, let's go. Let's make it happen.
Claim they're not doing online. Women are fucking, they're sucking, they're cooking, they're cleaning, they're tricking, they're selling themselves, they're giving themselves away for coffee.
So basically what she's saying is a lot of women online be fronting and faking, saying, oh, I don't do this. I don't go on coffee dates. I don't be out here having sex. I'm celibate. I'm abstinent, right? And basically what she's going to be breaking down is how a lot of these women are lying, but at the end of the day, women actually want to get shit cracking out here in these streets. So let's go.
For attention, take women and put them in male-dominated environments, and you're going to see the true nature of women. And because men will give anybody attention, right? No matter what they think about you. I spoke about this before. Y'all don't really know how men talk about women. You'll have nicknames. You'll be the ugliest fucking woman on the planet, but you'll never know, because men are just going to entertain you because you're a woman and you have a pussy.
So basically she's telling the women like, hey, look, dudes will fuck with you because, you got some ass and he's trying to get it cracking. But I want y'all to pay attention to when she gets into talking about, the sex part of the situation. But let's continue.
I spoke about this the other day. The average man, his standards is what he can get access to. Most men are average and below, and they don't have the luxury of pick, choose, and refuse. So their type is whoever will give them access. This is why I say certain women shouldn't be in certain environments. Like a woman will think that because a man talks to both of us, that we're peers, right? Somebody said to me yesterday that this woman had the confidence that a pretty woman should have. Like, these are the things that men talk about, say about you, but you would be none the wiser. And because they give women a little attention, women think that they're like, you can take the most funny faced woman, the most bad built woman. She never got any real attention in the world. Put her in a male dominated environment and she gonna start feeling herself.
Now she's going to start talking about how much women like sex, but will kind of front and fake online. So she's building up to that. So right now she's talking about like men giving the woman attention, but she's going to break it down to how women will actually desire sex that much, but will pretend or act like they don't want it. You understand what I'm saying? Well, let's continue.
Like she cute, like even pretty women. Like, just because you pretty, that doesn't mean like it's a lot of goofy pretty women, a lot of socially awkward pretty women, a lot of fucking goofies and cornies that you just happen to be born with looks. As somebody who has been in the world, I'm pre-social media. Women are lying. Everything they
Okay, now this is the part she says women are lying. Listen to what she's saying.
Claim online in their groups and all that, they're doing it in the real world. And men know this. Women cannot control themselves just like men. It's just that sex for us is easier to get. So we don't look so desperate as men would.
So she's saying that women can't control themselves either. They want sex also. But it doesn't look desperate when women are trying to make it happen because women can get sex easily on the front end. You understand what I'm saying? And so what she's saying is that women want it just as much as men, but they try to portray like they don't. But let's continue.
Women have to have things like abstinence and celibacy to teach them and give them rules on how to not give their pussy away.
I don't want y'all to miss that. She said women have things like celibacy and abstinence because they need rules to not give the pussy away. Right? Because they want to give the pussy away, because they want to have sex. You understand what I'm saying? And so because they want the sex so bad and they can have sex so easily, they have to sort of create some sort of barrier, or else they'll be out here fucking like crazy and doing a whole bunch of crazy shit. But let's continue.
Because that's how free women are with themselves. And this is why women will look at me and believe that I'm any man that I'm around or could sleep with me or could be with me. And that they develop like an envy and a jealousy, right? I'm around someone, and every time I'm around this person, random women will come and ask him about his wife, because they're trying to remind him that he's married and let me know that they know his wife when his wife is my friend. Like, I've been friends with them for years, but these people don't know that, right? But women know how they are with their mid looks, with their below average looks. So if they look like me, they know they would be. Their women's pussies are hot. This is why they need things like abstinence and celibacy to teach them how to not give their pussies away. Why do you need that? Why do you just not give yourself away? No, they need rules. You can't do this, you can't do that, right? And a lot of times women isolate themselves and stay away from men because they can't control their bodies.
This shit crazy. So imagine that. So imagine that she's saying that they want it so bad that they can't even, they gotta isolate themselves from men because they can't control their bodies. They're lusting for the dick so heavy. Now, what's important about this is you have to ask yourself, okay, if women actually, if this is true and women really like fucking, then what does that say about all the women who tell you you gotta wait? What does that say about all the women who are saying, oh, I'm not like that, and you gotta court me? What is that saying about those women? It's saying that those women are not highly sexually attracted to you, because if they were, they would want to have sex with you. You see what I'm saying? But also what she's saying is that women have to put these like rules in place, or they gotta try to isolate themselves to get away from the temptation of actually wanting to make shit happen sexually. Do you see what I'm saying? And so that's the thing that you guys got to understand, is that you need to understand how sexual women are, but also understand that women are going to online front and fake. Oh, I'm not that type of girl. I'm not like them. I'm a different woman. I'm a sapiosexual and all this other stuff. But also when a woman is like, I'm celibate, I'm abstinent, I need to get to know you more, all these other things, it's like they have to put barriers in place. Because check this out. It's just like, for example, like when you're a dude, when you're a guy who has game and it's not difficult for you to, get sex, right? What can happen is that you might end up, hooking up with lots and 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 lots of women. Ask me how I know. So now what happens is that you end up having to sort of have more of a filtering system, because you're like, man, because I know that I could have sex with all these women and I have a high sex drive, I gotta put something in place in order to just not fuck everybody. You understand what I'm saying? So imagine you're a woman and all these dudes want to smash and you want to have sex. So it's like, well, I can't just be fucking all day. I can't have sex with all these guys. So I got to put some sort of barrier. Let me, try to be celibate for a little bit. Let me be abstinent for a little while. I need to calm this down a little bit because it can get too out of hand. You understand? But let's continue.
Again, men know all this. Women are only fooling each other. This is why women will ask, like, what do you do when you have urges? Urges? I'm not a fucking animal. It's far beyond women to just not desire to fuck every man they see. They just can't help themselves. So all this talk about babies are still being born STD rates are still high and all of these things because women are fucking. And men know it. The men in the world that's again knocking chicks down, having women, they're not worried about the shit women are talking about. It's just the incels who fear that they can't get access or they can't access women. Those are the only men complaining.
She also, listen, she spent some heavy game right here. She's saying that the guys who are complaining, are the incel dudes, the dudes who can't get sex. But see, how can you not get sex if women want to have sex this much? You see what I'm saying? This is what I've been trying to tell you guys. See, a lot of y'all are under the illusion that women don't want sex as much as you. So you fall for when women say, I got to get to know you more. You fall for when women say, oh, we got to take it slow. I'm not the type of girl. You fall for women, oh, I'm celibate and all this other stuff. All that means is she's not really that interested in you. And she's trying to make sure that she's able to, separate herself from the situation so that she's not out here going too crazy. You feel what I'm saying? Let's continue.
Right? So a lot of what I talk about, women want to be a part of, they want to relate to, but a lot of women don't. Women are doing everything in real life that they claim they're not doing online.
Okay, so I think that's the end of it. It goes right back to that. So basically what you got to understand is that this woman right here is basically telling you what is actually happening out here in the streets when it comes to women and sex. You understand what I'm saying? And so a good majority of women are going to be just like this. And so this is why it's important to have this knowledge. This is why it's important to have this information. This is why it's important to know this stuff. Because when you know this stuff, then you are not the type of person who's going to sit around and get played. And all it's going to do, you got to understand, all this does is it gives you information, right? Meaning that when you are dealing with women, right, in general, and you have this information and understand that women are going to fuck with you on some sex shit when they're highly sexually attracted to you because they like sex so much, then you understand the opposite is also happening. Women are not going to fuck with you when they're not sexually attracted to you like that, because if they were sexually attracted to you like that, they would fuck with you. You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit is really black and white. And you got to understand that a lot of the excuses and a lot of all these other things is women putting up that front. Why? Because they want to portray a certain thing in, socially. Two, they want to be able to get attention from beta males. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, well, this guy likes me. Let me get some non-sexual attention out of him. Let me throw him off by saying I'm not that type of girl. I don't get down like that, even though she gets down like that with the guy she's sexually attracted to, right? And so if you don't have the information and the knowledge, you are going to get caught up and you are going to get played by women who are not really feeling you. You understand what I'm saying? It's really that simple. And so if you guys are not understanding this, then what's going to happen is that you are going to be susceptible to getting played. It's really that simple. You said, what about church women? Church women be fucking out here. I don't know what you talk about, fam. Church women be out here getting it the fuck in. You understand what I'm saying? They be getting it in, right? And what you got to understand is that men and women, we're all sexual beings. Right? So a lot of guys, even for example, a lot of guys who are worried about body counts, right? You have the body count motherfuckers. And the reason why they worry about body count is because they don't understand the truth about women and sex. Because if they understood the truth about women and sex, then they would see how ridiculous worrying about body count is, or worrying about if a woman has a high body count, because the good majority of women that you meet are out here fucking, and there's nothing wrong with it. You see what I'm saying? But you have to come to the truth. If you're not coming to the truth, then you're going to basically get played. You're going to get manipulated, and you're going to be confused. You understand what I'm saying? You said, so you don't care about other penal residue? What? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What do you mean penal residue? Call in. You need to explain that to me. What are you talking about? You talking about another dude's dick in her? Are you worried about that? See, the thing that you guys don't understand is this, man, is that any chick that you talk to, right? And again, I'm not gonna say like any. I'll say 90-something% of women that you talk to, right, are hooking up with some dude at the moment. You understand what I'm saying? A lot of guys don't get this. Most women that you come into contact with, that you try to holler at, that you take on a date, right? Most of these women are hooking up with some dude. You understand what I'm saying? So now what happens is that if you have the idea that this woman is just chilling and doing nothing or has done nothing in the past few weeks, then you're sadly mistaken. Because this is the thing. A lot of y'all think that when a woman says, oh, I'm not seeing anybody, right? A lot of times what she means is I'm not seeing anybody seriously. That doesn't mean that she's not fucking. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of guys fall for that. They're talking to a woman to say some shit like, oh, I haven't been in a relationship in 5 years. I've been single for 5 years. So what guys believe when she says I've been single for 5 years, they assume she means I haven't had sex in 5 years. You see what I'm saying? So she's been single for 5 years. She didn't have a boyfriend for 5 years. She hasn't been in a long-term relationship in 5 years. She hasn't had a serious relationship for 5 years, but that doesn't mean she's not having sex. You understand? So the woman is still having sex. And the thing is that once you get to the point where you understand this and not be on some type of shit where you're just basically like being naive, you understand? Because that naive energy is the thing that's going to get you caught up. You understand? So the stuff that this woman was saying in the video is important because what it does is that it tells you and lets you know that if a woman is not feeling you, she's not really interested in you, she's going to give you the excuses, she's going to beat around the bush, she's going to say all of this other extra shit. The woman who's really feeling you, she wants to have sex because they all want to have sex. You understand? So the problem is that collectively, right, what happens is that a lot of guys get fooled into thinking that women don't like sex as much as us. And the reason why that happens is because most guys, when they interact with women give them the same story. But if you knew the truth of how much women love sex, you would have realized how much a lot of these women are bullshitting. You understand? But if you keep hearing the same story over and over again from different women, most of the women you talk to, oh, I'm not that type of woman. I got to get to know you first. I'm a sapiosexual. I'm celibate. Right now I'm they tell you all these things. You keep hearing this over and over again from multiple women. So then you start to think that that's the truth. But the same woman who's telling you she's not like that is fucking a guy right now. And the guy she's fucking right now is a guy she just met yesterday. You understand what I'm saying? The girl who's telling you, oh, like I'm waiting until I get into a relationship. That chick has a fuck buddy right now. You understand what I'm saying? When a chick is like, oh, I'm celibate, I'm abstinent, all this other stuff, right? What happens is that she's saying that, like the lady was saying in the video, she's saying that to put a barrier between her and sex. But trust and believe, when a guy comes that she wants to have sex with, she'll have sex with him. You see what I'm saying? So all of those things end up happening. You understand? But the thing is that if you are naive, you're not going to believe it. He said he's probably talking about some DNA being left in the box. I heard scientists talk about it. Do you believe about the DNA? Well, this is the thing. Dudes be saying shit like, oh, a woman's sperm, the guy's sperm is gonna stay in her forever. And shout out to Nick Kazak. He says sperm dies within 24 hours. You have never heard scientists say anything more than that. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But again, a lot of guys say all these things and they hear all these things on the internet because, truth be told, a lot of guys want to, in some form or fashion, control women and their sex and their sexuality and their desire for sex. So what they do is, because a lot of this stuff is bullshit. So a lot of the stuff women say is bullshit, but they say it because they're basically trying to put on a social face. They're trying to be a certain way in public, but also they say a lot of bullshit because they want to be able to take advantage of guys who don't know better. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a woman loves when you don't know better. You understand? So meaning that a woman loves when she's not that attracted to you sexually and you believe her bullshit. Oh, that's the best. That's the best. Because if she tells you, hey, I'm not like that, I got to get to know you more, and you agree and you take her out on more dates, you talk to her on the phone more, she loves that because now she got a guy who's a sucker. She's like, oh, this nigga really believe I ain't out here fucking? Man, you'd be tight if he saw me, what I was doing with Tyrone last night. He'd be tight. You understand what I'm saying? But again, the thing is that women sell you this stuff because you guys believe it. But also, a lot of guys, because they believe this shit, what they'll also do is, because they're not on the receiving end of sex, they will make up, a whole bunch of shit, when it comes to interacting with women, so that they can feel better about the fact that they're not getting sex. Because this is what they'll do. They'll say there's the sluts and then there's the good girls, right? There's the girls with the high body counts and the low body counts, right? They want to separate women. So now what happens is that if they hear about a guy, getting a bunch of pussy, and they're not the guys getting the pussy, they're going to feel some type of way. But at the same time, though, they can feel better about themselves by shaming women for fucking, right? So they'll say, oh, this woman's a whore and she's low value for wanting to go out here fucking. But the reason why he's saying that is because he's not the guy getting the pussy. And then the guy who is getting the pussy is not the one complaining. Just like the lady said in the video. She said the incels, the guys who have a hard time getting women, are the ones who complaining about getting women. The guys who are fucking are not complaining about it, right? And so the issue you guys have to understand is that when you're out here dealing with women, if you understand how much they love dick, then you will understand all the other situations you're dealing with these women when it comes to you making shit happen. You understand? Exactly. So we've been telling these guys that women don't look at sex all special like they think women should. Exactly. And guys, this is what, this is what we've been trying to tell y'all forever. Like, we've been trying to tell you guys this forever. But see, the problem is that if you actually understand this is true, then what happens is that you're going to have to look yourself in the mirror and say, damn, that girl who was telling me she needs to get to know me more, she just really didn't like me like that. That girl who told me we need to wait, she just really wasn't sexually attracted to me like that. That girl who told me we got to go on multiple dates in order for her to feel comfortable coming over my house, she just really wasn't into me like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, most guys don't want to come to this conclusion. They don't want to actually adhere to this. You see what I'm saying? This also goes into the pickup artist shit, right? A lot of these pickup artists, they don't want to adhere to the shit because it's going to expose them too. See, if women like sex this much and women love dick, then why would a pickup artist Why would he need to spend 8 hours with a woman just to try to fuck? But let's go to 321. 321. What's popping? Who this?
Yo, this is Brandon from Texas. I sent $30 to your PayPal.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up.
What's going on? Good afternoon. Good night. How y'all doing?
Chilling. So what's good with you?
Yeah, man. I just want to add to what you were talking about when females like telling dudes that they don't have sex on the first night and telling them that we have to wait and shit. But let me tell you something. Like I have a story too, actually. To go along to what you're talking about. So I've been in situations where, girls been like naive and shit. So I used to I go to the club sometimes and, I met a couple of females, here and there, fucking them and everything like that. And then one night, this chick that I messed with before, and I think it was like around like Halloween, and this was like a long time ago. And she was telling me, let me stop with. So she called me and telling me about this sex party, whatever. So I was like, sex party. So I was like, all right. So she was like, you need to go. She was telling me, and then I come to find out it was like a swingers club. So it's like it's like Halloween. I think it was 2013. So I went. It was so crazy. Like, I mean, wives was fucking other dudes and shit. I saw two girls getting down on this dude, like back and forth. I was just like, it just changed my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then it was other times where I don't know if you, I know you in NYC, New York City, whatever, Brooklyn. Well, I don't know. Do y'all have like sex theaters?
Sex theaters?
Yeah, sex theaters.
What's that?
It's like a porn. It's like a adult. It's like basically it's like adult movie. It's like adult movie store, but some like I guess upstairs like where they show like adult movies, whatever, and they bring like couples and shit.
Oh, word? No, I mean I ain't heard of that one, but I gotta check and see. And yeah, I haven't heard of.
Maybe you want to take April MC to this adult movie theater. Y'all might like it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So anyway, this other time, like this other situation was I went to a party and it was like 420 and it was so happened that I just came off of hanging out with some employees at another bar, whatever. So I was like, all right, let me go to this adult movie theater, whatever. It's like I stay in Dallas, whatever.
Right.
And I went. So it was like a lot of people was fucking, whatever, because it's like a back room, whatever, and everybody was just smoking, whatever. I was like, I'm not with the smoking, whatever, but I like, saying sex, whatever.
Right.
And everything. And I was like, I'm not really feeling it. I'm just going to go home. I'm just going to go somewhere else to a club, whatever. So as I was coming out, like I was heading to like the back to the front where where they sell movies and flicks and girl stuff and condoms and shit. So this girl ran it like random female and she was like, and she stopped me in my tracks, said, where you going? You know what I'm saying? Da, da, da. So I was like, she was like, yo, I have a daughter. She's like 21, 22, whatever. I think she was like 21 or 22 and her mother was like, probably I say 40. So I was like, I said, how you doing? She was like, I'm good. She said, my daughter wanted to fuck. I'm like, what? Excuse me?
So the mom, wait. So the mom was trying to get you to smash the daughter.
Yeah. So I was like, what? Wait a minute. I cannot make this up. I'm like, you serious? Like, you want me to fuck? Yeah, she been wanting it all night or whatever. I guess she wanted to take her daughter to somewhere, extravagant. I guess she's older, you know what I'm saying? So, I did my thing. I think that was one of the craziest nights. Me, that scenario, because, I hook up with a lot of females, but what I'm saying and what I come to say is that you're going to get into situations where where it's like sexual. And I remember when you was talking about how the game is like things are happening behind closed doors. Like everything behind doors, and a lot of people don't know that, and a lot of people don't know it.
Right.
Like I go to sex parties. Like this weekend, I'm going to a sex party, and I got something set up for that afternoon. I'm going to like a gangbang. Like this people wants to get gangbang.
Oh shit!
Like now, yeah. So I'm on this community that that for fetishes and shit, but they have like sex parties and stuff. And then I just got on this other dating site. I'm on like 5 different dating sites, so I'm doing that too. So I'm not just going to sex parties. I'm actually hooking up with other females too. Like I got a date set up, and then I got like probably might go to like a sex party, like probably like around 11. That's where I usually pop out. I don't really go early. So I'm just doing my thing. I'm just doing me. So, but what I'm saying is, it just exposes everything. It just exposes you to like how these females get down. Like these females will actually get down. Like these niggas don't know. They don't know shit because I work in. I'm not going to say what company, but I work in the medical field, and I know these females are some freaks. I know it. I just know. And I know, like, when I go to the bars and I tell them, like, what I'm looking for, and they're like, oh, my God, you do that? I'm just laughing to myself, like, I'm not about to call this chick or text me when a girl rejects my kiss. I'm not calling her back.
Right.
And then, like, and then the girls that are sexual, I keep continue. And I mean, I have like a little roster, and I'm building up my roster. So I have a roster, and I'm going to sex parties.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But don't expect to get sex, or they say play whatever, into the playroom, whatever. Don't expect it. You know what I'm saying? Like when dudes be like, oh man, I'm gonna get sex. Sometimes it don't happen, and you have to just move on. You know what I'm saying? Like last week, I didn't. Basically didn't have sex because it wasn't popping, or, they didn't want to fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I've been in those situations, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so it's just a lot. It's a lot just going on, like in the underground, like,
right.
No, like people, like a lot of dudes don't understand that.
But you know what it is? It's because, see, this is the thing, because of the way society is, right? Most people in society are going to put a certain, image out there of who they are, especially when it comes to like, dating and sex and all of that. So everyone's trying to like fake and front, right? In a lot of cases. So the consensus is that, if you don't have experience or, have never been in these type of situations, you're going to believe like, oh, well, everyone's just dating and they're courting and everybody's being like, all the guys are being gentlemen and all the women are getting courted, and then they get together and then maybe they have sex on the 3rd or 4th date and it's that way. And it's like, no, there's a lot of shit that goes down that people don't know.
I remember you made a video. About sex parties, and then you make you made another video about what's going behind the scenes. Like you said something about how you gave like a certain scenario, how the dude, you saw, this dude's a lame ass nigga, but you don't know that nigga's fucking, or this wife at the job is sleeping with the boss, whatever. I think that's in your words, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that go down. So I always tell guys that, don't believe the things that women portray in public. You understand what I'm saying? Because they have to act that way in order to basically survive and get shit done. It just is what it is, because society, they frown upon women being sexual. So a woman's going to pretend or act like, in a lot of cases, she's not like that, right? But understand that when a woman is acting like she's not like that to any guy, what she's essentially saying to that guy is, I'm not interested in you sexually. Because if she was interested in him sexually, she would just be like that to him. You see what I'm saying? She would do it.
Right. Just like you did that video with what's her name? Quarter-Ray, and with the old boy. You saying about how he was fucking up or something like that.
Right.
About the Valentine's, whatever, with the strawberries and shit.
Right.
I was at work and watched that shit though. That was hilarious, like disgusting, like, oh my gosh, like what the fuck,
right?
Like nigga, like I'm not about to sit here Like, I will walk out on a date if a girl is not gonna like, or I won't call that chick back if she's not gonna kiss me. Like, the fuck? Like, if I like kiss you or you know, I say, hey, let's go back. I'm not about to call you again. Like, no, like, fuck no.
Right. Not as
like, fuck no.
Not as facts. Well, see, you got to understand that, you know, a lot of guys don't understand it. They think, oh, well, she's not kissing me because, you know, she's a good girl. She's not, you know, she's not doing these things. And this is why it's important to quickly determine a woman's interest in you versus taking stuff slow and wasting a lot of time, because all that really says is, okay, this girl's not really into me. And the thing is, it's not a thing where, you know, that doesn't mean that like every first date you need a smash. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I understand. I understand that.
But the thing is that even if you're on a date and the woman won't even kiss you, that's already a sign like, oh, well, she ain't kissing me. So that means that she ain't really feeling me, because a woman who's actually highly sexually attracted to you, just like the lady in the video was saying, is that they want it. They want it bad. They want it to happen. They're thinking about it also. And so if they're just kind of like wishy-washy about it, they got medium interest, they're kind of like whatever with it, then that woman ain't the chick for you. You understand what I'm saying? And this is what a lot of PUAs do. They run into a lot of women like that who have the medium interest. You see what I'm saying? They run into a lot of women who don't really like them. And so this is why they got to do the tactics. This is why they got to double and triple check.
Strategies and shit.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, like Mr. What was his name? Mystery was you gotta do some type of strategy and shit, peacocking type pickup. I don't know. It was back in 2000. I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
Right, because
like, what the hell?
Because think about
it. I gotta dress flamboyant just to holler at a female.
Right,
like, the hell is this?
Caller, think about this. Think about this. If women really like sex this much, right? And they do, why would a man need to do all of this extra stuff for sex to happen? You see what I'm saying? So this is why I tell you guys that, you know, when a woman is sexually attracted to you, that attraction happens instantly, meaning that you don't have to, all you need to do is be the guy. She recognizes you're the guy and she wants to fuck with you in that manner. Now, you could end up saying something or doing something to give her the ick, which makes her not want to do it. But the thing is that you don't got to sit there and talk to a girl for 2 or 3 hours and fucking try to convince her to fuck you. You see what I'm saying? That's
right.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy, because, you know, I was, you know, look on YouTube and, you know, these dating courses, sometimes it be funny, sometimes, because they talking about, I think it was like the other week, so I think it was 2 weeks ago, and it's like, and I stay in Dallas, and it's talking about, why is Dallas so, where's all the single men? And I'm just like, nigga, like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, there's single, no, you just want the 6 foot, you just want the guy, you don't want the nice guy, you just want the guy that's a thug, whatever, that's a thug education type of dude. Right. You the one that's sexually attracted. I'm like, they everywhere. And it's like, oh, I'm not dating, or I'm not, you know, going out because I can't find nobody. Yes, you can. You lying. It's bullshit. Like, it's total bullshit.
Right.
These girls, like I said, these girls be getting down. These females be getting down. Like, don't believe that bullshit. Y'all need to stop believing that bullshit. Whatever. All and going on pop balloon and stuff, and what you looking for, man. If you don't go somewhere with that.
That's what I'm saying. But yo, man, I appreciate you coming through and calling, man. That's real talk. I'm gonna holler at you, man.
All right,
man. Peace. But yeah, this is what I'm saying, guys. You guys got to understand, man, is that these women, they like sex. This is why you got to understand, women love sex, man. It's really that simple. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you don't understand that, again, you're going to be confused out here. You're going to be running around chasing women who don't like you. You're going to waste time with chicks who are not feeling you. You see what I'm saying? And so you have to have this understanding. Once you understand this, then what's going to happen is that you're going to be able to quickly eliminate chicks who ain't really fucking with you. You understand? Is really that simple. Because remember, even for example, let's say you trying to make something happen like a date or something, and the woman is being uncooperative. Her being uncooperative about getting together for the date, right? So let's say you say, hey, let's go get some drinks. And she says, oh, but I don't drink. Can we go to dinner instead or some shit? She giving you that resistance. The resistance is because she's not really feeling you. Because if she was really feeling you, she would meet you for the date in the hopes to get some dick. You understand what I'm saying? So either getting dick that date or getting dick at a later date with you, but she is interested in you enough to actually meet you on the date to make it happen. Do you see what I'm saying? So if she's highly set, because remember, like they're saying in a video, she was talking about how a lot of these women, they want it really bad, but it's easy for women to get sex. So then they put certain barriers in place and all this other stuff, right? But even though it's easy for women to get sex, they still want to have sex. And so who they choose to have sex with is the guys that they're highly sexually attracted to. So if you're dealing with a woman and she is being resistant when it comes to sex, if she's making this a big deal and she's making it an issue as to can sex happen, then that's telling you everything you need to know. She just doesn't see you as that guy, because some guy's going to be the guy. You just got to make sure when you're dealing with women that you're the guy so that you don't waste your fucking time. You see what I'm saying? It's just really that simple. You see what I mean? So that's what you guys got to understand, because if you're not understanding that, you're going to basically get played. So it says, doesn't this align with the narrative of guys can sleep around and just finding themselves? Women do that and they are sluts and whores. Ain't that a contradiction? Well, yeah, but this is what I was saying earlier, is that a lot of guys do this where, or I should say, a lot of guys say this because they are conditioned by the society to think this, but also they say this as a way to cope with not being the guy, right? Because dudes, it's subconscious. Dudes will pretend like, oh, well, they'll come up with all the other theories. Oh, it's pair bonding. She can't pair bond. That's why I don't want a girl with a high body count. Oh, those girls who fuck around, they're just whores and sluts and blah, 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 blah. They'll come up with all these excuses and all these things. But the real issue is that these are the guys who are not getting sex and they feel some type of way about not getting sex. So of course, let me demonize the woman who's having a lot of sex because I'm not one of the guys she's fucking. You understand what I'm saying? It's really that simple. It's really that simple. And then what happens is that because they're the guys who are not fucking, those are the same dudes who will believe when women say they're not like that. Why? Because those guys' reality reflects that situation. So if a woman says she's not like that and she doesn't have sex quickly, that makes sense to a guy who's not getting sex. Because he says, oh, this is why I'm not getting sex, because women don't fuck that quickly, right? But then what happens is that when the guy who actually gets sex, he's not really complaining about women. He doesn't. A lot of times dudes who like get it popping, they're kind of like quiet about it. You understand? They just go and fuck chicks and just keep it pushing. You understand? So you won't see a lot of dudes on the internet, like, you ever notice that? Like, you don't see a lot of dudes who get pussy on the internet, like, really talking about it. Like, they don't get on the camera and be like, hey, man, I'm out here fucking all these bitches. I had like, 6 or 7 chicks last week. You understand what I'm saying? Like, they don't really say them. They just fuck and keep it moving, right? But the guys who don't get sex are the ones who are online complaining, making the most noise. You understand what I'm saying? They're the ones making the most noise. You see what I mean? And they're making the most noise because they're not getting sex. But they don't realize how much women love dick, right? But you know who realizes how much women love dick? The guys who have game who can get pussy. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that when you understand the truth, right, your whole perspective will change, right? You'll never start you won't even, that body count shit will sound ridiculous to you. You understand? A woman telling you, I can't have sex unless, you get to know me and take me out on 3 dates, and that's going to sound like a bunch of bullshit because you're going to know better. And you're going to know better because when you're out here interacting with women and you have game, you will encounter and experience the women who actually want to fuck you quickly. You'll experience the women who are really, really sexually attracted to you. You understand? You said thoughts on this. You don't need game to have more than one woman and them know about it, but you do to maintain that situation. Well, this is the thing is, just because you fuck with chicks, that don't mean you have game. Because remember, the game ain't about women, but you definitely need game to maintain the situation because the maintenance is about your leadership skills and your management skills. You see what I'm saying? So that's what that's about. You feel what I mean? But guys, we about to wrap this shit up. So I gotta go get my food about to be here in a second. But guys, we're about to wrap this shit up. Make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com, shoplocario.com, cunninghamelements.com. You understand? And masculineidentitymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to all the .coms to get that shit cracking. You feel what I'm saying? Also tune in, I guess actually later today, because it's officially Friday right now on the East Coast. Later today for the Friday show, 4:15 with myself and Miles. So make sure you guys do that and get that going. Also make sure that you guys, be on the lookout because I'm going to be dropping some new stuff on shoplocario.com. So, just be on the lookout for that. That'll be coming up soon. I'll, let you guys know about that when that's popping off. And, yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. I will holler at you guys later. And remember, people, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm going. I'm out. These hoes fucking with their nose and their lips and they go around thinking that they hot shit. They cutting up their whole face, new tits look fake. Bitch, you need to stop it. You're getting Botox, trying to look young sounds fun until it's not it. You think you look better think again, because bitch, you are not lit. What the fuck's this about? You're so fucked and I doubt you don't even realize you don't look human. Lip injections look like you got punched in the mouth. That's that self-hate shit. That's what you do when you think you ain't shit. Only the real relate with what I say. Haters hate, I say this. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit. Why are y'all so drastic? Your body is plastic, your mental is that sick. Not being dramatic, but one wrong move and you'll be in the casket. Y'all in a place where I can't be in. I'm a champion. I love myself. I'm happy in the skin I'm in. Why you wanna be in the skin of a Kardashian? Even these males want a facelift. They wanna be like a fake bitch. They wanna fake it till they make it. The fake call me a hater, but the only thing I hate is fakeness. That's the self-hate shit. That's what you do when you think you ain't shit. Only the real relate with what I say. Haters hate, I say this. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit.